Breaking news. Joe Ibukwe cautions APC over plot to impose a consensus candidate as presidential primaries. Now, this is what APC is planning, and yesterday Joe was saying, nobody can take away, Osiban could take away Tinubu, but I mean the plot is becoming real to him. His eyes are beginning to open. He can see things for himself, that most of those things happening is not what he thinks. Because APC, as you can see, there was a form in the forms that were completed by candidates and submitted, and that form says that you will willingly drop your position for the party, and you will not take the party to court. So there is a plan right now to bring in a consensus candidate. Okay, there is a plan right now to bring in a consensus candidate, and you'll be shocked some of the things that are ongoing, with this very matter. Well, my wonderful people, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. 2023. Joe Ibukwe cautions APC on plot to impose a consensus candidate at the presidential primaries. With its much-awaited presidential primaries around the corner, there appears to be an uneasiness and tension in the camp of the All Progressive Congress, APC. There are indications that some of the power brokers within the party are seriously plotting to flaunt a consensus candidate on other aspirants at the party upcoming presidential primaries. Despite several statements issued by Abdurrahim Adamu, led National Working Committee (NWC) debunk painting to the emergence of a consensus candidate at the primaries that refused to go away. This is now what is going on. The party has become the new place where these plots are being planned to ensure that they put in a consensus candidate that will obey everything they say. And the purpose of that Form 18 was that candidates will be willing to drop their presidential ambition and go for that very consensus candidate. And so this is what, Joe Ibukwe initially made a laugh on it. He laughed about it, saying that, every candidate is the same. The party have said that they are going to have the primaries, and that very primaries, everybody will have equal opportunity. In fact, it's an indirect one, which is one of the best mode of primaries, where party delegates will be the one to pick. So these are some of the things going on. Okay, these are some of the things happening. In case you are not aware, there are real serious indications that they are trying to impose a consensus candidate on every other person. Okay, they are trying to impose this consensus candidate, and guess what? It may not be Tinubu. You heard me. It may not be Tinubu. And so Joe Ibukwe is not privy to it, because, I'm beginning to see that all that glitters is no gold. It may not be Tinubu. It may not be Osibanjo. Okay, it may just be somebody totally different. And so with this knowledge, Joe Ibukwe is coming out to say they should not try it, because people like Tinubu, who were part of what, who were part of those who started this party and has done a lot, for the party, could be sidelined. And at the end of the day, you'll be shocked at some of the things that have gone on, or some of the things that are going on. You'll be shocked. So he said, what? It becomes a real word that we must we must be very careful how we go about and how we put things and laws in place. We're saying one, we're actually doing another. Well, it's a lie. Okay, it's a lie. It's really a lie. There is no there's really no truth in that. These are some of the things that are really sincerely and really happening. Joe Ibukwe, reality is setting in. He can begin to see for himself, that what you thought you could just get away with it may not possibly be that. Okay, it could not possibly be that. So these are some of the things happening. Okay, Nigeria is beginning to experience days that, if we're not careful, things may spring from bad to worse. Things may spring from bad to worse. And that's why we must continue to ensure that all these things come to an end. Everyone is watching and life is becoming, real. Things are beginning to show up. Things are becoming, these are becoming, more than you can imagine. Things are beginning to becoming more than you can imagine. Well, my wonderful people, in case you are not aware, you will be surprised that at the end of the day, they have their own candidates at heart and in mind, and you'll be surprised at some of the things that will follow. You could be surprised. For instance, CBN governor is supposed to be party neutral. I know it was appointed. It's supposed to be party neutral. What about, apart from CBN governor, what about, INEC officer? It's supposed to be party neutral. However, these are people that are loyal to a particular cause. Okay, they have other people at heart and they have other things at heart they want to do. Okay, they have other things at heart they want to do. And this is why Nigerians must be careful with the decisions we are making. Most of these people, most of these persons, most of the things that are happening are clear indications that if we don't rise up from what is currently going on, you'll be shocked. Okay, you'll be shocked that these things are happening. You'll be shocked that these things are happening. Well, we have to make that decision at the time of election. We have to make that decision. We have to ensure that we stand up for what is right. We have to make that decision. We cannot allow anybody or anything. We cannot allow those people to infringe themselves on any of us or put themselves on anybody or any of us. We cannot allow it. So that's why we must vote for the candidate of our choice. That's why we must vote for the candidate of our choice. The man and woman we think, with the man and woman we think can really make that difference. The man and woman we think can really, make the difference. The man and woman we think can really, stand up for what is right. Okay? The man and woman we think can really, bring about a change, develop our economy. The man and woman we think can really, help the education and, and make things better, create jobs. These are things and reality of what is staring us all in the face. Anyway, my wonderful people, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Remember, you have a voice. Let's speak out against everything and anything that will possibly not move us forward. God bless. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.